Hello everyone, I thought I would show you how to create a vintage design from a regular embroidery design in the new vintage embroidery software. I found a design looking through my library with some designs that came for free with my Perfect Embroidery Pro software. There was one in here that looked like it would make a really good vintage design. So I brought it in. I'll turn it into realistic view for you. And a couple things that I did before I converted it. I went in and the first thing was to ungroup it so I could start working with the individual elements of the design. Then I went in and I deleted all of these, the underlay, and then all of the extra little run stitch borders. So I'm holding the control key down and then just clicking on them over in my sequence view. And then I can just delete them. And I will go to the next section and do the same thing. And then do it with the leaves. Just holding the control key down and left clicking on each run. And a couple more there. And then I will make sure that I do it in this. And I got rid of all of the underlay and any outline designs. The next thing that I'm going to do is go into the first part, which is the flower petals. And to change those, I'm going to change the fill type here to whipped. And then I'm going to increase this, and I increased the density quite a bit on this one. I did a 4.0 and said apply. And then on the green, I also did the whipped, and I increased this one to a 3.0. Then on the last one, I changed that to whipped, and then I did irregular edges on this one. It gave it a little bit more of a unique look, and I changed this density to a 2.5. Now I went back in and I changed all my thread colors. So the first one, I changed that to the vintage 15 weight rope thread. And the same with the second. I did that in the rope thread for the leaves. And then the last, where this little stem part that goes in between the leaves, I changed that to the 40 weight retro thread. And said, okay, and that's it. It's all done. Now, this is ready to save, and then you could go and embroider it at this point. If you happen to have Perfect Embroidery Pro, I'm going to show you what I did over there. So I'm going to save this, save as, and I'm just going to save it to my desktop, and I'm going to save it as vintage design, and I'm going to keep it in the C2S format. Now I'm going to go over to my Perfect Embroidery Pro, and I'm going to open that. Open my desktop, find that design, and open it. And over here, so this is the part that's optional, and it's just nice if you do happen to have this software. We can go in and select all items, and then go over here and optimize the entry and exit. And so I'm going to change this so you can see what happens. So you notice here you have all of these, oops, I put that out of place, but you have all of these jump stitch lines. Those will be fine to embroider. It's just not the optimal way to do it. So if you happen to have this software, you can go in and change to optimize your entry and exit. And when I select that, notice how they all just go away. And now it will stitch in a different order and won't have as many jump stitches. And now I can go ahead and I could save this, and I would save this in whatever machine format. I happen to have a baby lock, so I would go ahead and save it there, and it's ready to go and embroider on my machine. And I hope that helps you learn how to quickly change a regular embroidery design to a vintage design. And I hope you have a good night. Thanks.